Previously on Follow the Leader. Today we're playing Dungeon Bitches by Emily Allen. For those of you who are new to this game, here's the basics. This is a game wherein disaster lesbians get fucked up in dungeons. Here's the pitch. A faux medieval gritty fantasy setting with all your standard crap heteropatriarchal assumptions. Political marriages, dowries, etc., etc. Not the best society to be a queer girl in. Luckily, if the thought of getting married off and having to pretend like you're happy with that is too much for you, there are two options. You can run away and join a nunnery, or you can run away, join a band of similar, heavily armed bitches, and make a living as mercenaries, tomb robbers, and adventurers. This is far less socially acceptable and far more dangerous, but you might get rich, fall in love, and be able to wreak terrible vengeance on the society that wronged you.
We also have some other forces at play in the town, which include political radicals, wealthy merchants, a prominent citizen who's also secretly a kidnapper/murderer of women, and a well-armed militia, and a fundamentalist religious sect that is separate from the church in our town. Some of the rumors in town are war looms on the horizon, which, given the giant schism and the fact that there's militia associated with the fundamentalists, that's not too surprising. Another rumor is graves are getting robbed. I wonder about that one. Shape-shifting spider puppet masters, which are both on the top level, and because there's not terribly much distance between them, they're okay with each other. They probably keep to their own separate areas. In the second level, we have a fallen forge mistress, or a fallen titan forge mistress, which, makes sense with the abandoned mines. And at the very bottom, we have a Medusa queen, who is actually rather far from the fallen titan forge mistress, which may become relevant.
So, I am playing the Magnificent Millicent. Her deal is the Invisible Girl, which means that she is basically somebody who is absolutely terrified that the world is going to find out her horrible secret, and has learnt to just blend into the background and not be noticed.
Yeah, I'm playing Trash Victory. They, for that one. Her deal is that she is the beast, so she is something other than human from a long line of monsters that existed before humanity and will exist after them.
I am playing Fowlin, sheltered by the strength and wisdom of our illustrious Shining Lord. If I've already given her a dumb long name before, no I didn't. Shut up. Her deal is the Disgraced Princess. Listeners, you may know that she is the sister of Galen, guarded by the grace and glory of our illustrious Shining Lord, so I gave her a similar name. And
I will be playing Lothale Willowbow. She uses she or fae pronouns. Her deal is fae is the witch.
I'm assuming that, the way this probably goes down is, we arrive in the forge, and, she is there knitting at her anvil. And I reckon the four of us are just kind of staring in delight for a while before she notices us. I think there's a certain gravitas to her.
We now return to your game already in progress.
Who wants to play her?
Who wants to play her?
Well, I am the big butch in the room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I guess it makes sense if I do it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it. I'll be the big lady.
Lady.
Hell yeah. And, like, I reckon, like, if nobody else says anything, after a while, Millicent is just going to kind of... Hi. Hi?
And she knits the needle through the stitch and puts them down, sets them down kind of gently on a quilt that is made of a copper or something. You know, it's different.
Yeah.
And looks down, and you know, you could. I mean, when she turns and moves, it does kind of sound like a mountain bending.
Ooh.
And she looks down and kind of squints, and is like, wait, are you the spiders? Are you spiders?
No.
I can't.
No.
I'm sorry. I can't tell you apart. You're all so small.
No, we are not.
No.
Oh,
We're...
well, hang on. And
Puts on big glasses.
takes some glasses that were down like in the neck of her shirt, and takes them out, unfolds them, and puts them on. It's like, oh, who are you?
We're on a dashing expedition.
A quest, even.
We're on an adventure.
I look at I out of character. What was our goal here again?
So the goal that Lothalai and Trash had was to get to the sacrificial pit and get Trash some good bones to do a munchin on. But also the thing is that the sacrificial pit is right next to the Medusa Queen's lair, which probably means it's honestly a sacrificial pit for the Medusa Queen. So that'll probably be some kind of complication. But also the thing is, the two high society babes could go talk to the Medusa Queen and maybe see if any of her goals align with yours, and see if you could strike up some kind of alliance or something.
All right. So this is just a fun side trip on going to talk to the Medusa.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is, it's on the way.
speak for yourself. Millicent is here for the treasure.
That's also,
That's true, yeah. Cool. I just couldn't remember why we came into this room except for big hot lady.
Now hang on. A quest?
I don't know, maybe.
Yes.
Sure.
For who? And she kind of squints a bit.
Really is more of an adventure than a quest.
Think of it as a sporting expedition into the jaws of danger.
Now, look, I am not personally into you coming into my home where I live, and a lot of others also live, to be tourists.
Begging your pardon.
If that's what you're here for,
all right.
I would ask you to turn around.
Right, thank you. Have an excellent day. And I'm just gonna sort of turn on my heel and walk out because I'm embarrassed.
Don't mind my companion. She's very shy. Whilst we're here, there's a lot of, I don't know how to put this politely, but, small and inaccessible tunnels that, give me a moment. I'm going to pull out my business card. Here's my business card. I'm going to pull out the larger business card. Here's my large business card. The magnificent Millicent at your service. I am an expert in entry and recovery of, guarded places, squeezing into small gaps, going places where people don't want me to go, and recovering things that people might want recovered. Think of me as, like a salvage operation for things that haven't been lost yet. Is there anything you want salvaged? Maybe for a small commission.
You steal things. That's what you do.
I like how you waited until...
No. Stealing is what poor people do. I do sport. Like a magician.
Oh.
Except they're not in on the show.
God. I like how you waited until Fallon left the room to start this part.
And she rolls her eyes, and it's like, look, were you, perchance, planning to do any magic tricks down here?
Well, I haven't found any clients yet, which is what the business card is for. Would you like to be a client for me? Is there anything you'd like salvage? With my deft fingers and my charms.
And body able to fit through smaller passageways than you, a 20-foot lady, can fit.
Oh, I'm very wriggly. I have special wriggling grease in my backpack.
Nice.
It's strawberry flavour.
I think you'll find all my, expropriating needs are taken care of. Now, about turning around, if you are really just here for sport.
Well, I haven't found any sport yet, is the thing.
And she'll pipe up, neither did they, and like points over to a pile of armors from various adventurers who have been expropriated of their life.
Hot.
And it's like, look, now, you seem like some nice girls. And,
yeah.
You know, I have a policy, alright? I don't hate ladies, alright? Goes against what I believe. But if you're here for the same kind of thing that they were, I would rather if you weren't here in my home. So, either tell me what you're really here for, or leave.
So,
well,
I'm gonna try to like step in front of Millicent before she can make anything worse, and just kind of like bow a little and be like, "We're not here to," and she rolls her eyes as she says this, "perform any magic. We're just trying to get to someplace beyond your home. And I'm trying to get a read on somebody because I want to see what it'll take for her to not make us regret being here."
Yeah.
Which is subtle, which I don't have a good score in, so this is going to be fun.
Fun.
Oh,
hey, nice.
Could have been worse.
Nice.
Got an 8, so on a success, I get the angle I need. The most relevant player will tell me what it will take to motivate them right now.
Yeah, so what she would need from you all in order to let you pass on through right now is like she just needs a plain answer as to why you are in this place, and basically just wants to be assured that you're like one of us and not like surface people who are just coming here to like steal our shit and to like kill us, because we've got we've got a lot of drama, but we got kind of a nice thing going on down here.
I have some bad news.
That's unfortunate because we really are trying to get shit from this place.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not technically all you want. Because, I mean, you could bring up going to visit the lady who you don't know is her ex.
Yeah.
We could just mention the bones. Like,
you could also lie. They're all options.
Yeah, we could. Well, at least from Lothalai's perspective, lying doesn't seem like a very good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because Millicent's dissembling has not gone over well. So I'm gonna do the other bad idea, which is mention her ex.
Amazing.
And just be like, we're really just seeking passage through your home, so that way we can make our way towards the Medusa Queen at the bottom of this structure.
Before I answer, Emily, are you cool if I make the Medusa Queen steal a name that you've used for a serpent character in
go
recent
for
memory?
it. Absolutely go for it.
Okay. Yeah. So there's like a big, like, exasperated sigh from her. And she brings her thumb and forefinger up to like the bridge of her nose. And when she does let out that sigh, like the whole room kind of shakes a little bit. A few like pebbles of concrete fall down. Oh my god. You want to talk to Melusine?
Well, we hadn't.
Why?
Well, one of our currently absent party members has business with her, and Lothalai kind of like looks around to see if Faye can spot Fallon.
Fallon's like hiding just outside the door.
If that's what you're here to do, then I think we're done talking. And I would appreciate it if you found a different way out than back through my place.
Welp.
Alrighty then. Pleasure talking to you. I'll be right back. Hey, is there anything kind of valuable looking and pocket-sized on my way out?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're gonna get us killed!
I mean, there's, like, especially, like, those adventures, I mean, you wouldn't believe the kind of magic, like, golden bullshit they've got in that pile of corpses and metal.
I am absolutely gonna pocket that shit on my way out. Because you don't belittle my craft. You don't think that I'm just, I'm a sportswoman, and I'm going to show you just how sporting I am by taking everything that's not nailed down.
Are you actually triggering the move steal? Are we?
I am.
All right.
Oh boy.
Hello, people with bonds. This may be a time.
Ooh.
I don't have any bonds on you.
I have 3 on you. But even that's not going to be enough to save you, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
No, 7 is a success.
Oh, okay. Time for me to spend all my bonds.
Heck yeah.
The time has come.
All right.
What does that look like, do you reckon?
Yeah, let me go look up the list of complications for the success.
You get what you want, and everyone with you gets 1 experience, but pick a complication. You and your companions need to leave right now, or you'll be caught. You leave some evidence behind, pinning the blame on you. A tool you were using is lost or broken. Something goes wrong, and you take 2 hurt, or whoever you stole from suspects and gets a bond on you. There's some really juicy ones there.
I'm gonna pick a complication. Millicent is a sporting woman, and she is going to leave behind a business card labeled, "You have been burgled by the magnificent Millicent. I hope you found my visit interesting and some flowers."
My God.
And is then just going to sidle out of the room.
Oh my God.
Clanking as she goes.
That's incredible.
Holy shit. And you do on your way out, you hear like her voice kind of continue to billow down the hallway. And she's like, "Oh, and watch your back around her."
Oh.
Anyway,
I love being a liability.
yeah, I'm sure that
won't be a problem. Does anybody have a hard out, by the way, today?
I kind of do, yeah.
How much time do you have left?
Oh, I've got an hour.
Okay, cool. That's what I was wondering. I was like, how fast do we need to wrap this up if somebody's got to get out of here? Because we're nearing on 3 hours of recording, so I figured I'd check in.
Yeah, I think we can wrap up in the hour.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Especially because, I figure, like, at least it was my read because of how close they are together, but I do feel like that sacrificial pit is probably sacrifices to the Medusa Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who's sacrificing things to her.
In my head, it's not skeletons in there at all, it's just statues.
That's great. I love that. We show
yeah.
up and there's nothing there that you want.
Yeah, and well, it raises the question, the immortal question, do statue got bone?
Why statue got bone in it?
Well, I mean, they could
We
be
did it.
statues of bone.
Oh,
They're still crunchy.
Maybe that counts.
Marble is
Or
still
they could be
crunchy.
like carved ivory.
Ooh, that's a fancy Medusa.
Walking skeletons that she's turned into bone. That's a stupid idea, but it is fun.
a grand palace of bone. Bones all the way down.
So yeah, I reckon, like, as soon as we're out of that forge, like, there'll be a moment when you look to Millicent and she's looking, very concerned and scared and worried. And you look away, and when you look back, she's looking very smug and covered in bling.
You know what? It's on your head, not mine.
Yeah,
It literally is. You see this crown?
Yep. Uh-huh.
It's very nice. Where did you get that?
And it was just lying around.
All right. No more thoughts. Like, whatever. I'm a rich person who has also, like, you know how rich people don't really care about, like, oh, I found it, it's mine. Like, they do that shit a lot. Unless it's their stuff.
Millicent isn't a rich people. She's
no, but I'm
bluffing
saying
the whole time.
What I'm saying is, Fallon doesn't give a shit. Fallon's like, whatever.
if shit hits the fan, I think you maybe have stepped down on my list of priorities.
Oh, don't worry. I can escape. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then Trash looks to Fallon and is like, if shit does hit the fan, and then like looks over to Lothfly and back's like, I probably am faster if you gotta grab onto somebody.
I look up and down at the still completely covered in blood Trash.
Look
Go.
at
Well,
you two.
Look
at you two.
I'm like,
Hey,
like,
hey, Lachlan.
you're correct, but also,
Okay, wait,
Are
now
they
hang
having a
on.
moment?
Now,
no,
Yeah,
we're
are
not
you-
having a moment.
hang on. Now, hang on. You bring up a great point. Is what I said a flirt roll? Is
Maybe.
Hey, I mean, if you've got to grab onto somebody,
I feel
See,
like
it's a
funny
flirt roll
it
if you
is.
like push your tits
Yeah,
together when you
do
say
it.
this, and you're like,
You know what?
Do an inviting blood-soaked jiggle.
I'm gonna Yeah, I mean, the dress is soaked, so it's, it's like a wet t-shirt contest. I'm gonna...
Gross. Gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass myself by rolling to flirt again. Well, that's a success.
Yay.
So you once
Barely.
again get to choose what happens.
I mean, offering you something that I think you want, I'll be like, I'll be sure to do that, I guess. Trying to be supportive while still being like I'm into it, but I'm also real grossed out. Like,
do you also...
yeah, sure, I'll get a bond on you.
Okay. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, I just wanted to ask.
No, that's fair. And now I have 3 bonds on you and 2 from you?
Yeah, that sounds right.
That sounds right, yeah. Very much against her own will, Fowlin is charmed by this trashy, blood-soaked monster.
Maybe it's like the rebellious streak in her.
Yeah, but she's also really grossed out. She's like, if you took a shower, maybe.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like, if I got to hose you off outside first, maybe.
Yeah, look, it's not that Trash is opposed to showers. She's just never been in a situation where there was a bath or bathhouse where she could reasonably be allowed in.
Go dunk yourself in a stream, God.
Alright, so I want to do a thing.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
I think when we get far enough away, Lothalai is gonna, like, hold up one hand and be like, hang on a minute. Something that the Forge Mistress said doesn't sit right with me.
Uh-oh.
And she slings off her pack and reaches in and pulls out some herbs that she crushes between her hands and then spreads out in a circle on the ground around her, and I'm going to commune with strange powers
Ooh, sexy.
for some sort of guidance on this. So I need to roll +2 queer.
Nice.
A 10.
Ooh.
So overwhelming success. I asked for help, and something has my back this time. I ask one of the questions above, and then I and everybody I share the answer with gets 1 experience. In addition, I can choose 1, which is +1 to the next roll to act on the answer or a bond on the person in question. So I think I'm going to choose +1 on the next roll to act to whatever answer I get, but the thing, I just kind of wanted to use this mechanic as a way for us to decide what kind of bad shit are we about to walk into.
Yeah,
It's a great question.
so my question in response to that is, do you have, like, something specific you're reaching out to, or are you just, like, reaching out to whatever's gonna answer?
Something that we haven't, like, really touched on is that there are, like, unsettling whispers or whispering voices of the departed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is really just, like, kind of trying to use some witchcraft to magnify those whispering voices to something that I can hear, because they would know what's going on.
That's cool.
So here's a fun idea. What if Sam, Emily, and I all give answers?
Ooh.
It's just like a bunch of different voices, like, piping up with, like, what the bad shit you're about to run into is.
I
Yeah.
love
Hell
that.
yeah. I'm down with that. And we can all give them separately, and then you can edit them overlaying each other, because that seems like an easier thing to do than actually
No.
speaking over each other.
That would be an auditory nightmare for people with audio processing issues.
It would be, but it would sound cool. Nobody would be able to tell what it was, but you got an overwhelming success, so we should separate it out. If it was a fail, that would be a fun idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's probably good to hear the answers.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, it's a Medusa, right? So, like, obviously there's a bunch of things that have been turned into rock around. I think that she decorates her house with that. I think that, like, there's, like, people frozen in fear, like, hung from the ceiling and, like, sunk into the rock faces. I think that as a Medusa, she has a couple of other powers that aren't, like, necessarily, like, normal Medusa powers, such as, like, manipulating the rock that she has around her. So, like, she can just, like, push rock together and it'll stick. Like, so she can push half a statue into the wall and it'll just, like, stay there.
Yeah, things got really weird in the bedroom with the Fallen Titan.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, God.
I think mine is that not all of the statues are actually statues. And that down here as well, there are spiders in disguise.
Ooh. That is interesting.
Wearing their statue suits.
Standing real still.
It's one of the easiest jobs they've ever had.
Or the hardest, if you have to consider how still you have to be.
Yeah.
And then I reckon Melusine, the reason Melusine fell out with her girlfriend was, like, she thought the Titan was too sentimentally fond of those humans on the surface and was too nice and understanding and didn't give them, just gave them too much benefit of the doubt.
Cool, awesome, great.
If nobody objects, I'm probably gonna run Melusine, because, like, it's a character I've played before.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
Go for
That's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
So.
Coolio. So, here's a question. Do we think that, like, everybody could hear those, or is it, like, only Lothlai, and then, like, Faye just have to, like, fill everybody in?
I think Faye just has to fill everyone in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I think Lothlai does. Like, this isn't something...
Right.
Something that Faye would be willing to keep from the rest of the party, given all things considered.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense.
So everybody take an XP.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And in that case, Trash is gonna, like, look at everyone and be like, are we okay if I feel like it's probably a better idea for me to not look like this then.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Take the mask off. Or put the mask on. Or, oh yeah, your eyes were closed. You're gonna see something cool.
Huh?
Right.
This is super exciting. This is gonna be so... Like, this is really... Like, this is fun. Give us a show.
Trash is gonna, with Millicent doing that, I think Trash is gonna take the chance to go, look, it can be fun if you want it to, when we're not down here.
Oh god, that's
another flirt.
That's another flirt.
It's another flirt is the thing.
Oh my god.
Trash is just really, like, laser focused on, I'm just gonna be, like, a fuckboy lesbian directed explicitly at this fine young woman, and I am going to hopefully break through her noble facade and show her what it's like to live on the outside. Oh no! So I have bonds to spend because
I have bonds to spend.
Because you can spend bonds on rolls that are against someone you have bonds on.
Oh
so I'm gonna spend my 2 on Fowlin to make that a 5 at minimum.
I'm gonna spend the other 2 to make it a 7.
Oh, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna win.
Well, you could make it overwhelming if everybody wanted to go in on this for no reason.
This is a great reason to spend your bonds.
Yes.
Right before the other thing that's happening. Yeah.
I can't make it overwhelming, so I'm gonna hold on to my bond with Trash until a climactic moment that may also be flirting.
Okay.
So that's a success, I guess.
Once again, Fowlin, you get to we can get bonds on each other, and or you can offer me something you think I want.
I'm gonna guess that what you want right now is approval, or me to tell you that your monster form is hot. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take another bond as well, though.
Okay. And then, once again, there's, the sound of... This time, without everyone's ears covered, you can hear more clearly the sounds of, like, bones crunching and stuff as she assumes her true, much larger form. Her feathers, although some of them, admittedly, are covered in blood, are actually pretty colorful. Like, I don't know if anyone here is actually familiar with bearded vultures, but they actually are, like, very, I think they're very pretty. They're, like, really, like, cool, bright orange all over their body and stuff.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Am
I gonna have to, like, Howl's Moving Castle this bitch? Like, fucking...
bury your face in the floof.
Yeah.
But, that's what it'll be like when we have to fly out of here when everything goes terrible.
Hell yeah.
What makes you think it'll be terrible?
You're right, it'll be perfect.
Gee, I wonder.
So, they transform into their true appearance, and they turn their head around and give Fowlin a look out of one of their eyes and give a wink.
The wink is a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm just gonna sort of go, goodness gracious. Give you sort of a once-over. That did sound kind of painful.
It's comfortable.
Oh, you can talk in this form. Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a little bit funny. But I mean, I still got a tongue and teeth in here. I got most of what I need.
See,
they do have a tongue in there.
And
yeah.
and
I feel like that's another flirt. Like,
I feel
like you're intimating that you have everything that you need for everything. So I feel like that's another flirt.
It has escalated.
Oh my god. Yeah, alright. Yeah, for the listeners at home, you are technically only supposed to roll flirt when things escalate, but they do keep doing it, so it's not my fault. The words make themselves. I got a 5. I can make it a 6.
I'll make it a 7.
Yes.
Wings! Oh my god.
Oh my god. My fucking
what's...
waveform from that moment is also a lot.
I'll deal with it.
So once again, you get presented with your favorite choice.
Oh my god.
For like the 4th time.
One or both, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go, oh, I'll keep that in mind. She looks a little overwhelmed.
Hey, Loth, I think this would be a wonderful time for us to just go round this corner together, and we should discuss thievery together. Just the two of us, leaving them behind. Don't you? Don't you?
Me?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Me?
I just kind of nod and sidestep away.
Yeah.
We're a little busy right now. Can this not wait?
No,
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Just entertain yourselves. I have
Yeah.
lots of interesting treasure to show off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, do you want to cover any of briefly setting up this, or do we want to jump to me and Lolthai going to deal with Melusine?
I'm gonna say that Fallon is not going to have sex with you in this deep and scary dungeon.
You could smooch.
Yeah,
She may smooch you, however, your face is still covered in blood.
She takes out another handkerchief, wipes away some of the blood on a piece of
Oh no, she'll like lick
Trash's beak.
She'll like lick the handkerchief to like scrub some of the blood off and give her a little smooch on the cheek.
Beautiful.
She had to wash
Perfect.
that spot first though.
Exactly.
There's like a weird throaty clicky sound.
Aww.
Interesting. She's gonna pat the spot that she kissed, and then, like, she was, like, standing on her, like, very, very tippy toes. And she only barely could reach your beak, which is, like, very hunched over. She's gonna take a step back, nod once, and then turn on her heel and follow the rest of the people.
Alright.
She's like, hell yeah.
So, I am going to recommend, like, Lothalayan character is going to recommend an idea that was forming while the two lovebirds, emphasis on birds, were flirting.
Nice.
What if we pretend that these are our human pets to extend our protection and hopefully not emphasize that they are important people to us? And
Oh god, I mean,
does this mean I have to pretend to be poor?
No. You can be a pet and have money.
okay, see now, you're setting me up.
I'm waggling my eyebrows currently as
It's
well.
gonna happen again, isn't it?
Yeah, Trash is like, is that the kind of arrangement you want?
No.
Oh. Alright, well, it's worth a shot.
I'm just saying, I've seen some things at court.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some
But
things.
you're good to pretend.
I will
Now,
entertain it as pretend.
I think that would be a terrible scandal and you shouldn't be seen in public. None of us are fit to be seen in public like this.
Not a word of this gets out anywhere else. Or I will have you killed. Whoever lets that word leak. Like,
well, it seems unlikely if it's me, but,
They're not very leaky.
Anyways. So, the horrible statue-filled pit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Woo.
So I think maybe this is a scenario where, like, because I don't know that brutalism would necessarily fit with, like, the Medusa Queen's vibe. Melusine, you said?
Yeah.
Like, what if this is something where, like, the brutalism opens up and gives way to a gigantic cavern with massive stone pillars that are done in, like, kind of like a Greco-Roman style that are ostensibly holding up the ceiling.
Yeah.
And, like, you have to walk through a field of statues to get to Melusine's dwelling on the other side.
Yeah. Like, I reckon she has, like, a little kind of floating lake that she just kind of bathes in.
Mm-hmm.
Is her, like, her dwelling, you know?
Fun. Like that.
I reckon it's probably full of treasure at the bottom.
Ooh.
As you do.
I reckon there are certain members of the party we must never let near it.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a little bit. Well, pets are supposed to be kept on a leash, so...
Oh.
I think Millicent will be okay.
Incredible.
Lothalai just kind of grabs your dress and just kind of grabs you by the scruff. It's like, no. It's like, like when when moms like pick up the baby in their mouth, like, come on, enough.
God.
Yeah.
Except it's a big fae and it's a hand and not a mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
so I would like to posit that as we approach, the camera, we don't necessarily notice this, but the camera notices as we are walking past some statues, maybe one or two turns to look at us as we pass, because that's always a good and fun trope.
Fun and sexy and cool. Love it.
Yeah, it is good stuff. We love it. We love to see it.
Yeah.
We love it.
Hell yeah.
Trash. Wait, shit. I guess Trash has got the handle of the lantern caught through her lower, the lower part of her beak, unless somebody else wants to carry it.
I mean, like, I could take the stick and hold it on the stick.
that's so much smarter. And also, Trash is like, oh, yeah, huh, right.
I give you a thumbs up, like, I got it.
You don't have to be smart to rob great.
This is true. You do not have to be smart.
Let's keep the robbing talk down.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess this is kind of a grave, but it's not like that kind of grave. Anyway, right.
Listen,
right,
you only give them the calling card after you've made off with all their valuables.
A thing we're not doing.
Yeah.
Are any of us, like, looking around and trying to take the place in such a way that would trigger moves, or are we all just kind of, like, carefully walking,
picking our way forward
to
figure,
Melusine's domain?
I figure Millicent is casing the joint.
So are you trying to reveal some truths?
Yeah, that'll be a 9. And I would like to ask, what's deliberately hidden here?
I mean, I feel like it's either the spiders, or if the spiders are not the statues that are looking at us, the statues that are looking at us.
Or
But
both?
that's just, yeah. Like, it could be both, but I wasn't sure if we liked the implication that it was just the spiders looking at us, or if there are, like, I guess, lookout statues in addition to the spiders.
I kind of like both, especially because, just going off of various bits and bobs we've got, if the spiders are kind of aligned with the fallen Titan Forge Mistress, then they are presumably, if they are doing something with the Medusa Queen, it's either like to spy on her, or is like maybe like a double agent kind of thing, one way or the other. So it would make sense if she additionally had like if she had her own statues that like were lookout stuff that were separate from the spiders.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. I also reckon, like, Millicent probably can't tell the difference. She's just going to be like, yeah, some of those aren't actually statues. You know? Like, well, not stealing anything here.
Alright, well, best behavior, Millicent.
Until we leave.
No, just in anyway, what's, so at this point then we reckon we're getting to the sort of past this big, long entry with all the statues and more towards, her lake?
Yeah. I like the idea that it's got those, like, little steps leading down, you know? Like a Roman bath, almost, you know?
Ooh, yeah, I love that.
Fun.
Yeah.
Love it.
And, eyes down, everybody. Probably.
I'm very good at looking very demure.
I'm just gonna roll a thing quickly.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, yeah, I reckon kind of you'll approach and you'll see this long serpentine form unwind from the water and rise up. And it's kind of hooded like a cobra, and it's kind of got almost the outline of, like, the suggestion of a feminine form, but mostly it's a massive snake.
Yes.
And it's gonna peer down at you out of the darkness and just scrutinize you.
I'm really sorry.
Oh.
The first thing that popped in my brain is my roommate has a body pillow that's 5 meters long. That's the snake girl from Monster Musume.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
And that's what I imagined at first. I'm so sorry. I ruined our dramatic moment.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Close enough.
Trash does like a little bit of like a bow and like brings their head down to the surface of the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Lothalai, like, has fair head bowed as well.
I'm gonna curtsy. Very prettily. My curtsy is immaculate.
And there's a moment of scrutiny. And then... You're right. It's been fucking ages. What are you lot doing down here?
Oh, I'm so glad this daughter voice sounds like. And kind of like a wing elbow to Fowlin.
What?
Wait, if we want to do the human pet thing, I guess it should...
Fucking human
No,
pet.
it should probably
Are you
be
the human pet guy now?
me or Lothalai.
If you want to do the human pet thing.
Hey? We're gonna do the human pet thing. We're gonna start an ARG with those hollow crystals. But I guess it should probably be me or Lothalai who says something, huh? Probably not Trash is probably
No.
the better option.
You know what I haven't done yet this game?
Yeah?
Oh boy.
So Lothalai isn't going to like look up exactly, but she's gonna like do a little curtsy and just be like, "We've heard quite a bit about your beauty, and
Fucking flatterer.
we heard about your power, and we
yes.
wanted to come, well, metaphorically see it for ourselves. And I'm gonna roll flirt."
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
And I got a 9.
Woo! Nicely done.
And that means you pick one. Right, Emily?
Or both.
Okay.
She's going to give you a bond on each other. And
Okay.
she's going to offer something that she thinks you want. And she's going to go, uh-huh. It's the surface being shit. Come on. There's fucking humans everywhere. It's fucking, beardy fucks with armor who think they're hot shit. Come on, Look. You can be real with me. You just kind of want to stay, don't you? It's cool. I've got, you people need to breathe, you care about airs, all that bullshit. But, I've got a spare room, just fucking move in. It's cool.
Wow.
I've been lonely. It would be nice to have some fucking company, innit?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, who's the problematic ex? Which one?
I mean, both exes can be problematic, and,
Fuck.
Oh man. See,
Oh, man.
that took August so far off guard that I'm, like, struggling to figure out how Lothalai replies.
Oh, man.
Because,
Trash's eyes definitely just get big.
I don't wanna, shit in your pudding or anything. But, word to the wise, you probably don't want to be upped up anytime soon. I've got some cool shit I'm working on. Right? See, do you wanna know a secret?
Of course, my lady.
Everybody but me is stupid. Like, big dumb mountain up there? She thinks she's doing this all despite me. She thinks the spiders don't like me. Spiders think they've got one over on me. I know you. Anyway, point is, I've got some people stirring some shit up. And the spiders think they're going to do an invasion, and the vampires think they've got minions everywhere. And, what's her name thinks she's doing a war effort. And it's all going to be very dramatic. And I don't know how it plays out, but basically all the humans die. And it's going to be hilarious. And I'm going to go up there and, burn some shit and eat some corpses, and it's going to be fucking great. You people want to probably stay down here for a bit, right? Isn't that cool?
I kind of glance over at Trash and just kind of have my eyes closed and say, well, there are several humans that we don't care for. Just trying to kind of buy time, but not lying, because, wow, we don't really give a shit about most of the village.
It is the case, I think. Did any of our NPC relationships end up positive?
No.
Millicent has a tense but not entirely negative relationship with her fence.
Right.
Lothalai has a positive relationship with her mentor, but her mentor was from
a different place.
A different place, yeah.
Yeah. And Trash's relationship was a guy who wants to kill the harpy. So, wow. I mean, Trash's response is, are you planning on doing anything with all the bones? I mean, a lot of dead people, it's gonna be a lot of bones, right?
Yeah, as you can see by my decor, I was going to take a bunch of skeletons and arrange them everywhere, because that's exactly the vibe I've got going down here now. The bones are all yours. Fucking have it.
Great. Fantastic. Love to hear that.
Yeah. Into the hoot.
Wow.
Good times.
Good time.
Yeah, well, I mean, Trash would probably say yes here.
I mean, I'm trying to pretend to be subservient to you, so I don't do fucking anything, because I figure you've got a plan to get out of this somehow.
Oh, Millicent is quietly sidling away.
Oh boy.
I look a little panicked at the fact that Millicent is leaving.
Lothalai, what's
Oh man.
Anyway, yeah, I got snacks, I got food, I got booze, I got, I don't know, you like brandy?
Oh no.
You like meat?
I'm sort of a tree, so not really.
You like sunshine? We haven't got much sunshine down here.
Oh yeah.
Vampires don't like it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. I guess maybe yeah, I mean, they need fair sun. What if we camped out outside of town for a bit, so that, they can, get that good sun.
Sounds cool.
I guess, in that case, do you have a way to the surface that doesn't go through, the giant stone woman's domain?
Is she giving you asshole?
There was maybe a threat.
Maybe.
Just a little intimation. Nothing too bad.
See, that's her problem. She's never been good at subtlety. I don't know. Do you wanna... Yeah, I can sort a thing out. I can work something. Hey, if you're gonna head back up, can you do something for me?
Well, what? I suppose.
So, the humans have this fun thing called religion, which is mostly excuses to kill each other. And, I've been reading their little books, and listening to their little speeches, because, it's fucking stupid. You can just sneak in the back of the church and listen. And they don't notice. And, I've worked out what will really get them going. Right? So I've got these pamphlets, and these pamphlets, right,
Oh my god.
they will tell them, and you're going to fucking love this, they will tell them that hugging your children is a sin. And, like, right away, that's going to fucking rip them in two. You know? Like, there's going to be the weirdos who think that, yeah, obviously. And there's going to be the ones who are morally outraged because, I mean, who fucking doesn't hug their kids? Right?
This is incredible.
And I reckon, like, a few more sneaky messages like this, and they'll be ripping each other's throats out in the streets, you know? Last week I sent them one saying bread was evil. Fucking suckers.
I feel like at this point, Fallon is nodding and it's like, yeah, that does seem like it would work.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah.
This rule.
Like, I reckon we've got another, like, month or so before I tell them babies are evil. And, you know, if you have babies, that's just a sin in general. You know, hit them in the fertility. That always gets them mad. And then, yeah, all-out war. It's going to be great. It's going to be brilliant.
I do feel like a lot of their problems would be solved if they were just all women born from eggs.
All dead.
Or dead.
Yeah.
I guess it would be hard for them to do the other thing. Yeah.
I don't know.
We can definitely take the pamphlets with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got some fake relics. And these are great. Like, if you touch them, they give you visions. Do you know what the great thing is? The visions are me. You know? Big booming voice from the clouds telling you, you know, what your divine mission is. It's all me. Isn't this funny?
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah, you should stay. Like, you, Leafy, you should definitely... Or I can come and visit you. Or... I don't know. Do you... I suppose you don't really... Like, you're more kind of pollen. It's a shame.
How about we take your pamphlets up and we can schedule a time to maybe come back down and visit before everything goes down?
Yeah.
Trying not to sound panicked.
Yeah. That sounds pretty great. Yeah, I think you people would be fun.
You know, now that I know it's a BYOB situation, I'll make sure to dig up a body first.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, don't worry, there'll be plenty of them.
Hi, what? Huh?
I know, bring your own bones.
Anyway,
Fallon is like, what the fuck did I get myself into here? Fallon's been, like, half dissociating for this entire conversation, and he keeps, like, coming back in and being like, what? What? What the fuck is going on?
Amazing. Yeah, is that how we end this? Taking the pamphlets and going back?
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
trying to get a couple of people out of town, like, hey, you might want to just
wanna
go on
leave.
vacation for a few forevers, you know? It's fine.
You know, just
Yeah.
I heard they're you know, it's terrible news. They're turning this place into a parking lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that they're gonna
Yep.
demolish this whole place and build a palace on top of it. You should leave.
like, I think Millicent is actually going to try and get her fence out safely. Like, he's
Oh,
a
that's
pain,
nice.
but he's not a bad dude.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
I would also like to roll to see if Millicent can steal a statue on her way out.
Do it.
A whole stuff. Fuck. Okay.
Do it.
All right. Do it.
I mean, that's a 9.
Oh my god.
I guess it depends on if you want to be able to come back here, whether you leave a calling card or not.
I am spending my bond on the magnificent Millicent to make it a 10
Oh, shit.
and an overwhelming success.
Yes.
Trash is like,
Okay.
oh my god, she's already got her hands on it. I can't stop her, but I can at least make sure we don't fucking die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I guess, like, hidden passages to the surface, big piles of treasure, and then, like, in a couple of months, the fucking apocalypse happens.
Yeah, but we're not there anymore, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It'll be
We
fine.
left.
Yeah. You know, we had our visit with Melusine later, and it was very nice. And then we decided that maybe we should move to a new town.
Yeah.
And then we did move to a new town.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
So
It's
And it's all good.
amazing.
I do have an important question, because it
Yes.
was a running theme through the entire session. How'd things go with Trash and Fowlin?
Well, the first thing Fallon does when they get out of this thing is dunk your ass in a pond and or stream.
Yeah. Lothalai decides to play Wing Tree and like uses her knowledge of herbs and stuff to make up some nice smelling soaps for you, and like will hold you under the water to rinse everything off as needed.
Because I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna attack you with this soap like a fucking dog that has rolled in muck. I'm like wading into this water wearing only like an undershift. Like just a shift, taken my nice dress and hung it over a tree, still wearing clothing, but like kind of, it's like underwear. It's very scandalous, but it is also like mid calf length like dress.
Yes.
Incredible.
Sticking very, very closely to my body, and I am going to dunk your fucking head under the water and attack it with soap, because gross.
I think after the fact, after the hours and hours spent battling the filth and grime, it is very much the thing where Trash is like, wow, is this what your skin's supposed to feel like? Is that what it's
no,
like?
your skin is still really dry, actually.
Oh.
You might need to moisturize that a little bit, but, like, this is what your skin's supposed to feel like, and I, like, hold out my hand. It's real soft.
Oh.
I guess this is a flirt on my end. I gotta
fine.
roll flirt.
That's
But it's okay.
That's the character growth. Now you're flirting
Hell yeah, it is.
at me. Woo!
And I got an 11.
Oh my
nice.
god. Well, you know the answer. It does, we can transfer hurt from one another, but I think we're both at 0 right now.
I think, yeah. I might be at 1.
You know
no,
what?
I'm at 0.
Okay. Then, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm taking both. It's 2 bonds each this time, and I offer you something I think you want, which is, I feel your hand in, like, a kind of, like, delicate way, and then kind of...
Kiss.
Grab it, and, they put it to, like, the side of their face, and, like, lets your fingers kind of, like, trail into, like, their, they got, like, it's fucking, like, long, little, like, dangly bits of hair down the side. And they do, in fact...
Their stupid mullet. I love their stupid mullet.
And they do, in fact, lean in and see if she does also.
Of course she gives you a fucking kiss.
Yes.
It's real cute.
Yeah.
She's happy to kiss you now that you're clean.
Yeah! We did it.
Oh.
We
Yeah,
did
character
it.
growth.
The real plot.
Oh, my
so
audio's
happy.
geeking. Sorry.
The real plot
August.
of the whole thing was, will they kiss? Apocalypse beat
And
Dan.
they did.
Fantastic.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah, I love that. Love that for them.
We did it.
We did it.
Do we have an outro, like, a standard outro for a podcast? Because I don't know where it is.
We used to have one in the intros doc, but it's super
Old.
super old. So, mostly,
It's just like
we just say
the-
that we're doing outros, and then you do the outro, and then we do the outro, and then we clap.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, no, I see it in the
Do
outro.
your outro.
Yeah. Episode 0.1 intro. Jesus Christ, we've been using this in season 1.
Uh-huh.
God, alright, well, thank you everybody so much for listening. Once again, you can find us on Twitter at FTLcast, and you can find our Patreon at FTLcast, or at patreon.com/FTLcast. You can find us, we have our website, FTLcast.com. I have been Sam. Once again, you can find me on Twitter at SAKalo, and you can find my portfolio website at samkalo.art. And joining us today, we have... www.samkalo.art. It does not work if you don't type in the W's at the beginning. Thank you, August, for remembering that. And once again, joining us today, we've had... Now you guys. Guests.
Emily Allen, writer of Dungeon Bitches, and I am at Dialing Stylishly on Twitter, or Cave Girl Games on Blogspot.
And I'm Mixtress Khan, the editor of Dungeon Bitches. You can find my games at kkdream.itch.io, or on Twitter at Reclaim Slur, at Dreamboat Dyke.
And I've been August. You can still find me on Twitter at Harpydora. You can find information about all the other podcasts that are associated with Follow the Leader over on Stones_Standing on Twitter. You can find lots of cool shit on our Patreon, including outtakes and bloopers, special Patreon exclusive bonus episodes. We have a newsletter that I usually forget to do until like halfway through the month. Oops. Yeah, and it's been really great having y'all. This is such a fun game. I deeply enjoyed it.
I really love it.
Tell us where people can buy this game.
Oh, yeah. Hey, this game is gonna be out when you're listening to it. You can find it at... Emily, what's your drive-thru RPG?
It'll be Dying Stylishly.
Yeah, so, Dying Stylishly, on, drive-thru RPG. Depending on how things are going with the global crisis with paper and cardboard shortage and logistics issues because of the ongoing health events, it may or may not be available to buy on print on demand at the time of this episode coming out, but it will be at some point. Promise you that.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
All
all for coming
That was
on our
so good.
show. That was amazing.
Yeah,
And we can hit stop now.
Okay.
Nope.
We have to...
Don't
can't-
dare
we have to
stop
clap.
Samwise Gamgee.
We have to
clap
clap.
again.
We do have to clap. Don't stop your recording. We have to clap.
Hi, it's August, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on your podcast platform of choice, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about us using the FTLcast hashtag. We are also part of a nonprofit podcasting guild called Standing Stones Productions. We do a variety of shows, including The Room Where It Happened and Dumb Kids Playing Hero, 2 actual play shows, and a Steven Universe discussion podcast called Gay Space Rocks. We also do live streams at twitch.tv/StandingStonesProd. You can keep up with everything that we do on Twitter at Stones_Standing. Unfortunately, Standing Stones was already taken. Your support means a lot. Thanks again!